What is this? What is this? We're actually live doing a live stream here at 2 Gay Mats.
Yes, I know. Remember when we used to do this?
Remember that time?
This is the time.
When we used to.
We're back.
When we used to be professionals.
Yes. Well, hey, we did something last night. Something professional
we did
last
do
night.
something last night. And if y'all weren't there, you missed out.
Yes, you
did.
It was
a long.
It was. Hi, Vinny. Hi, Tyler.
Hello.
How are we all doing today? How's everyone feeling?
I posted all the things.
Good.
Make sure they uploaded correctly.
I love to hear it.
Oh, God. I'm so good at my job.
Olaf, the Mats are back. It's true.
We are.
The rumors
back.
are true.
We are back. Okay.
Happy post-Virgin Day. Yes. I mean, I guess it's been a minute
weeks.
since you guys, you know.
Yeah, but you know.
But we're back. Oh, Jeff, OMG is feud 2.0 over. Guys.
But 3.0's coming. Don't worry.
There's been no feud.
No.
Diet Pepsi is this generation's Bohemian Rhapsody. Mozart wishes he could create something so beautiful. You know what? We love everyone.
Love the enthusiasm.
We are all
Stand your girl.
Stand your girl.
Stand your girl.
Absolutely.
Be in the trenches for her.
Yes. And I love that y'all love her.
Yes.
And guys, I can promise you, you don't want us to react.
We will be giving we will not.
Remember when we reacted to Charlie XCX after you guys were like, do it. And then y'all got so pissed.
So pissed because like there were like 2-3 songs that we were like, I don't like this one.
I know. And they got mad.
And they got so mad.
So it's like, yeah, you don't want to hear us when we don't like when we know we don't like something. Thank you for having a live stream of the show in New York. I was salty. Good. Okay. I can't wait to see how it turns out in the live stream. That'll be the first time. We're just saying anything in the chat today. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
3 reactions in one day. Those mats were working. It's true.
Yeah.
If you want to see them all right now, go to patreon.com/2gaymats.
Yeah, you just put them all in that one video.
Oh, what was I going to do? Cut them up? Who has the
you
time?
have to go to bed.
Sweetie, I downloaded it from Twitch, uploaded it up to Patreon, headed to bed. I didn't even put out the fucking screenshot picture to make it look nice till today. It's like, oh, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
Good for you.
Really
Someone sent us an email, my heart question.
Oh, yes. Someone, if you have a question for us, because today's the day.
We don't.
Baby, this is your day. Yes. Also, I only got through the half of one episode, but I started UK Traders last night.
Oh.
I'm already in.
Oh, really? Is it good?
It's good. Yes. The third. Oh, guys, I'm coming back to Patreon. It's on video. Oh, so exciting. What was the third? The third was Barbara Streisand.
Oh, so Jeff left early, I see.
It was just one song. It was Barbara, Mariah, and Ariana, that song.
Okay.
CBH, I don't even understand Charlie XCX. It took me repeated listens to get into her. I see y'all getting closer to 100K. Yes. I told y'all that Barbara song was trash. I mean,
listen, we had a good time.
It was confusing.
Our reaction was fun.
Yes, it was. Actually excited to see the music Katy might make now that the breakup is that bad. Is that bad to say? I mean, we all thought it when it.
You always want to look for silver linings.
You do.
So we don't judge you for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I hope it has good music comes out of it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yes, and the thing is, so many people out there have been dying for Mariah to work with Walter Afanasieff again. So I was like, okay, I hope that gives you.
Did she work with?
Well, they are both named on the song.
They're both credited together.
Artists, absolutely, and she sounded great.
I'm guessing the Barbara song won't be on the end of your list on Spotify.
I don't foresee that for me.
You know, you never know. Sometimes
never
things
know.
pop up on my Spotify Wrapped, and I'm like, okay.
Are y'all more likely to react to Benson Boone or Addison Rae? Neither. I don't foresee it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Neither. I mean, I could see a future in which Addison continues to make music with more people.
Yeah.
And we get on board. I don't imagine a world in which we listen to Benson Boone. Like, he's a man. Like, if you're not Bruno Mars, like, we have nothing for you, you know? Walter didn't treat her great. I thought, no, he did not.
The context is in the reaction.
Yeah, when that reaction
we tell
comes out.
the story.
Tell the story that is alleged. And like, if you're takes a little bit of reading between the lines, but she certainly didn't work with him after 1997, and there's reason for that.
Hi, Mats. Haven't caught a stream in a long time. Well, there hasn't been a stream in a long time.
Hey, we had a couple premieres.
We did. Yes. We had some premieres. One of those premieres was that Monday morning.
I love that you timed it for that. Iconic.
Yeah, because like I couldn't do the Friday night, Janie couldn't do the Saturday night, and so she's like, okay, we'll come over after like
right.
Work.
Why did you just make it like
Sunday.
Monday evening or like Monday? Sometime more people might watch the premiere while it was airing.
That's a great question. Because I figured the actual podcast was coming out Monday morning.
Right. That's nice.
Drop them off at the same time.
Yes, we love Unity. UNITY.
It wasn't the best marketing strategy.
Whatever. It's fine. People saw it. People listened to it. It's okay.
Loved y'all's 5th album bracket. That was a stacked lineup.
It really was.
It really was a stacked lineup.
Justice for 1989, by the way. Hey, 1989 got to the final 4, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
That's further than I would have guessed, honestly.
Yeah, sure.
Mariah was clearly the creative force in the Walter duo. I mean, yes, he's got the sound down, very adult contemporary.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, especially lyrically, I really felt like we were head in the clouds.
We were just singing about inspiration.
We were.
You know, Palmer, not to pressure you with anything, but is there new music?
There will be more new music once we have 4,000 paid patrons, and I can quit my job.
Okay.
I'm hoping that there is music otherwise, but there will not be new music regularly until that moment. So, see you
when there's more time.
When there's
on
more time,
our hands.
That's the thing. There are only so many hours in the day.
Yeah.
I've decided to only build one business at a time. And this is the business we're building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How was y'all's 4th of July? Mine was lovely.
Lovely.
We'll
talk about
on the podcast. I mean, I am in a jet laggy space still, so I'm sorry if I'm lower energy than usual.
It's fine.
But yes, so that 4th of July was, because that was the day after.
Yeah.
So I was really barely hanging on. Hi, Montrez. Montrez, are you in the Discord like successfully? Because I saw you join maybe twice. But you haven't spoken yet. But I just want to make sure that you have access.
Montrez is lurking.
Everyone get on the Patreon. All hands on deck. Yes.
When Benson Boone backflips, he depicts the stresses of the 9-to-5 lifestyle. He's such a genius. We love an anti-capitalist.
Were you the same person who said the thing about Diet Pepsi? Because you've got a lot of feelings. Did you enjoy France Palmer? I really did.
Honestly, I'm curious to hear that Benson Boone album because of how low that Pitchfork rating is. I'm just like, what does this sound like to give it that rating?
Tell me how you like it, because you listen to Addison as well. I love that you're just, reaching out, listening to the things we're not going to listen to here. And I can't wait to hear your reviews. It'll be like your Travis tracks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the Discord. I just haven't commented. Montrez, get to talking.
Get to talking, please.
Jess, we would love to hear your 2 cents.
We need to make sure you're okay.
Benson's new music video was very funny because he made fun of all the hate he gets, including showing a no backflip sign at the end. I mean, that's cute, self-referential.
Yeah.
I also am not a person who feels the need to talk shit about him all the time.
No, I have nothing bad to say.
I'm just like, okay.
We'll see.
This isn't for me. I'm not engaging with it, but I'm certainly not angered by it.
No. Like, I'm like perfectly talented guy.
Yeah, he sings well.
I've said before, I worry about the consistency of the flips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear the new Marina, kind of addicted to Princess of Power? No, I didn't listen to it. I liked Benson's first album better, but a 3.7 picture review is way too harsh in my opinion. Okay, that's fair. Maybe it's not as bad.
What are some low reviewed albums that we know of that are on Pitchfork of like people that we sort of follow?
I don't care about Pitchfork enough to remember anyone.
Sure, but like
I assume Katy Perry has some low reviews.
Okay.
I'm sure like Witness and Onward, she's not gotten good ones. Okay. I don't remember what Gaga's like Joanne numbers were, but
we can look it up.
We could look it up.
Or
man, I'll always talk shit about a man. I mean, but that also involves me engaging with his music or like whatever to have an opinion.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him to really have a huge opinion. As a wrestling fan, I second the concern for the flips. Gotta take care of that. Yeah.
You do. Yeah. Janet and Mariah have both won an album bracket. I love that. And again, I knew people were probably going to be like getting on me, which they didn't really in the comments, but like this is the first time Mariah has won an album bracket. So I'm not completely biased all the time.
Yeah.
But come on.
We need to talk about how you don't like Pure Heroin enough.
I love Royals. Excellent
Fantastic
song. But whichever the second song where she's like, I'm sick of people telling me to put my hands up in the air. It's like, we've been over this. I get it. Like, next. So she moved on to Melodrama and it was excellent. So I was on board.
Palmer, are you watching The Bear season 4? It's a lot better than season 3.
I'm hearing that people like it, and so that is heartening. I haven't started it, but I am open to it. We never finished season 3.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
it's
wow.
Bore. It
Really?
Oof.
Okay.
You don't fall off shows often. I don't fall off that easily. But
yeah,
man,
you stick around for at least the end of the season.
Not the team slander. I'm sorry. I just couldn't take it.
Team is
why are
cute.
we just like, why is that? That can't be a concept we're revisiting so soon after Royals. Like, I get it. You don't like modern music.
Yeah, especially when there's like 7 tracks on the album.
Yes, exactly. Let's talk
it's like,
about something
don't make 2
else.
songs about the same thing.
No.
Are you guys watching Love Island?
No.
I can't.
It's too, I mean, you Big Brother is too much for me. How am I going to watch 5 episodes of television a week?
Yeah, and follow the online discourse.
But everyone's talking about it, so it makes me feel like I should, and Ariana's the host from Vanderpump.
Block it out.
But that is the song team, which is excellent. I mean, I'm glad it's excellent for you. How far do you think the albums brackets can go? I mean, how many albums? It'll be
how many albums does Mariah have?
I was going to say it'll be Madonna versus
how many albums
Mariah.
does Madonna have?
It'll be like, all right, Madam X versus Me, I Am Mariah. Only 2 in the bracket.
Yeah, that's a quick, swift decision we will make with that one. Justice for Doctor, work it out. Miley Cyrus encourages a healthy lifestyle with proper diet and exercise.
H is really given so many takes
like
today.
ribs. I like ribs. I talked about how I liked ribs in the
I remember
stream.
liking ribs when it was like the free iTunes download of the week. And I was like, oh.
I like ribs, but like compared to, she has done better.
Yes.
Like,
she's really, her artistry has grown.
Yes.
I just feel like people give Pure Heroin a whole lot, which I think you agree with.
Yeah. And as I said, like it was more the excitement of the sounds that was new and fresh and exciting coming from such a young person. Especially, I think that's what the appeal of the album is to me.
For sure.
Because then when we get to Melodrama and now Virgin.
Yes.
Like, I don't need Pure Heroin anymore, you know?
No. She has 2 albums I will be returning to often.
Yeah.
And maybe she's like just an even number girly.
Hey.
Her can't wait for her 6th.
Can't wait for Tortured Poets to win the best 11th album bracket.
Oh my God.
Are you guys gonna watch something beautiful when it hits streaming?
We already saw it. We saw it in theaters. And
you can hear our thoughts on patreon.com/2gaymats.
Sometimes thoughts must be behind the paywall. Because you should have seen us in that theater.
Yeah. Oh, hello, God. Mother.
Hi, Mama Steele.
Olaf is just rage baiting.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you're not a patron and so you don't know, but yeah, no, we've seen it.
The patrons know.
The patrons know. Yeah. And the thing is, all of you guys watch it on Disney Plus when it comes out and tell us what you think.
It's going on Disney Plus?
Yes. It's going on Disney Plus and I think later this month.
Okay. You'll see.
Yes, you'll see what it is.
Melodrama is one of the best albums of the 2010s.
Yes, it's excellent.
Yes, the Miley review was hilarious. Still, you've listened to All For You album for the first time. Did you like it? It's very. I liked it more than I thought I would. It's the same with Demita Joe. I was expecting to be like, like this is a long Janet album that people don't really talk about as much as like Velvet Rope or Control or Rhythm Nation.
Totally.
So, am I going to enjoy this a lot? And then I ended up enjoying both of them. Y'all in the movie theater must be a hoot. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
No, dead silent.
I mean,
me in a movie, period, even if I'm loving it, is dead silent.
Yes, Steele when he's watching something he loves. But like,
I'm just like,
I think when I love something, I'm a bit more like, oh. In a movie theater, I'm not making sound, but I'm like, having a lot of feelings about it. This, I was not doing that with.
Remembers when Steele said Beyonce lips during the live stream? Was I incorrect?
I mean,
she occasionally, when she must.
Everybody lips.
Everybody lips. Everybody lips.
Right?
She's still putting on the best show on the planet.
Period.
So it doesn't matter.
I just made an elaborate dinner for people that had to cancel. Do you want some peri peri chicken? Yes, please send it over. I would love that. Actually.
I like free food.
What's your fave from All For You? Ooh, great question. I mean, even before it went viral, I was always a Someone to Call My Lover stan. I think that song is so excellent. Of the non-singles, I think Come On Get Up is really good. I Love Would You Mind. China Love I like a lot as well. There's a lot of great stuff on All For You. What about you?
China Love was not on my top list.
Oh, I like China Love. I do think I think it could be offensive. Like,
well,
again.
Also, I found it also a little unpleasant.
Oh, no, I think it's lovely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. I
Maybe
like
I
it
should
a
need
lot.
to listen to it again.
I don't like the other sex one. Love Scene, Ooh Baby. That one I'm just like, okay, girl, wrap it up. Now we get it. You're having sex.
As long as they're lipping into their own voice, who cares?
Oh, Trust or Try is great. I do love Trust. Trust.
Would you ever do a bracket of each artist's best album?
Ooh, that's cute. I like that.
We would have to agree on what each artist's best album is.
So that'd probably be a video in and of
Yeah,
itself.
I know.
Preparing for the best album bracket.
Yeah.
Be a lot of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, sure. And then Butterfly would win again.
Perez Hilton. I'm reading your sentence, and there's no way that's true.
What does it say?
Act 3 from Beyonce will be a K-pop album called Beyonce. Your thoughts? That he's lying. That doesn't
Camp.
I mean, it's not happening.
Also, how would Perez Hilton know?
He doesn't.
I don't like Love Scene.
I don't
Could have been
either.
an interlude. Beyonce really got me. Beyonce.
Oh my
It'd be
gosh.
kind of fun. But
I mean, it's not happening.
no, but like we can like pretend in our heads. Come on, what else are we doing?
We're doing a lot of great stuff.
We are doing a lot of great stuff.
We're making videos after videos after
Content.
videos. Content for content of content.
We have to get back on our patron requests now.
I mean, we did one pretty right, but like it came out while I was gone. So I'm not like, ooh, we're so behind. It's
Did
taken.
we?
Yeah, we did. We put out the fucking Caroline Polachek. That didn't
Oh,
come
we
out-
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
No, I don't like Love Scene. It just I feel like it goes on too long and it's not as interesting as the other sex songs on the album.
Act 3 could be a rock or jazz album.
I would love a rock album.
Knowing Beyonce, rock is what I would be excited to hear.
Thanks for not putting the recent bill-related news in the headlines because we all need a break. I mean,
What else
it'll
is to say?
come up a little bit just because we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's just devastating. Did you see Beyonce? Yes, that we're discussing. That's in the headlines about the leaning. Because the thing is, we'll talk about it, but I feel like the one I went to, people were like, oh my God, she could have, like, something bad could have happened. And like, yeah, there were some issues. That would have been.
Issue.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't.
I wonder who the other artists on Act 3 would be.
I don't know. I mean, I would love Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Oh my God.
Come
It'd be
on.
so much
It'd be
fun.
everything. Cautious.
But the thing is, like, I wonder if like some of these songs were recorded years ago, like a while ago.
could be.
She was able to get like Tina Turner on there before she passed away.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I didn't see that in the title.
Yeah. Also, what is it? Brittany Howard, the artist who's on Miley. I think that'd be cool.
She'd be great.
Yeah.
Whoever was in charge of safety measures, Beyonce needs electric chair.
It just is like, I mean, also, maybe I'm just gotten, too nervous as I've aged, but maybe she doesn't need to be flying around all the time. Like maybe she should be on the ground.
Beyonce has gotten to a point in her career where she's like, you know what I want to do for this song? Sit down.
Sit down is fine.
Sit down, but still give them something.
I know, but the flying just makes me nervous.
I'm shocked that Katy Perry was on Apple Music's 10 years list. She can't catch a break.
What? Oh, she wasn't on like in the top 200 or whatever. But like, when did Witness come out? Like, she hasn't been in the past 10 years.
Yeah, in the past 10 years?
She's not really done.
Yeah, because
she's not hit.
Prism was 2013.
Yeah.
And then Witness was after that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Yeah, because we're not counting. Like,
we need
Swish,
Alanis and B. I would love that.
that'd be so
You
good.
know I would love that.
That
And
would
she's
be
done.
great.
You ought to know.
That would be good.
So clearly, she's a fan. I would
Alanis
love.
would do it.
Of course, Alanis would do it. Of course, she would.
And
I would
you-
love
I
that.
feel like Beyonce likes Alanis.
Of course, she's done. You ought to know several
I feel
times.
like Beyonce and Alanis would like each other.
Okay, now I need it. So Jay, you need to get in her ear.
Yeah.
The people want this because we
Yeah.
do.
Not sorry to say, I didn't help make Shape of You. I did help make Shape of You the most streamed song on Apple Music.
I mean, I guess I could look at that list. We could talk about that because I don't. As a Spotify listener, I don't.
I'm all for removing the car, but she needs to bring back 16 characters.
Absolutely.
I wonder if there's we can talk about it on the podcast. I'll ask that question later if we talk about that list. Mariah cleared the old girls on the Apple Music list. Dua saw Beyonce had a flying car as well, and she acted in a fit of rage. Alanis loves Olivia Rodrigo, so I have no doubt she would collab with B. I'd love to hear what their 2-minute conversation would sound like. Hello, I'm a big fan. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Wait, what number? Someone tell me what number All Over Christmas Is You is on this list. I just want to know. Because
I'd imagine it's high.
I imagine, but I'm not seeing it.
Shape of You is number 1?
Shape of You is number 1.
God, those straight.
All Over Christmas Is You is 100? Come on, that's too low.
I mean, Shape of You is cute, but.
Yeah, I mean, the top 10, like.
I feel like Ed Sheeran has better songs. Period.
Yeah, but that was such a big
hit.
That was such a big song. I wasn't involved in a lot of the Apple Music list. Yeah, Alanis loves Olivia Rodrigo, so I have no doubt she would collab with Beyonce. Shape of You, the Ed Sheeran song, was number 1.
Funny. Her cousin and I, not Angie, speak all the time via DMs.
Wait, Jay.
We only ever discuss B's outfits, though. Discuss more.
Yes, be like, Two Gay Matt's this really cool podcast and YouTube channel that Beyonce should do an interview with.
Interview, please, bitch.
It could happen.
The only interview Beyonce will be doing in the future ever again is Oprah and no one else.
It's true. Olivia did a great job headlining Glastonbury last weekend. Oh, that's good. Shape of You was everywhere. I hated it. I mean, I didn't get why it was so big. Like, and then it also like enforced something in Ed Sheeran that like he should be making like R&B and or hip hop inspired music, and he shouldn't. Like I miss the A-Team. Give us more A-Team acoustic-esque shit, Ed. That's what the people want.
He's good at it.
He's good at it. I loved her and Ray. Oh, I heard that Ray said something about like trying to get the second album ready for everybody at her performance, and so I love to hear that.
Ed has way better songs. Like on that album alone, he for sure has better songs. Castle on the Hill came out at the same time as Shape of You and is much better.
I love Castle on the Hill.
Only 1 in 10 of the top 10 were women.
Ooh, horrifying.
Candy is one of the writers on.
Well, because they essentially were like, the pre-chorus sounds too much like No Scrubs. You have to pay these girls no Scrubs for this. And he did.
She was the highest female that debuted before the 2000s on the list.
Oh, good.
Great.
I love that. Though I do enjoy Don't and Sing. I think I enjoy Don't. I mean, after that, the first couple of albums, his music kind of becomes like a mishmash to me. And so I don't really remember.
It was the last album I paid attention to. We all know y'all's favorite Ed song is Endgame with Taylor.
I can't wait for that second album, should it ever come. Yes, Ray, I believe she'll make it. I believe it's going to come.
I could see Ray and Beyonce collaborate.
That would be amazing.
Like, I feel like Beyonce must like Ray.
I mean, Ray co-wrote one of the songs on Cowboy Carter.
What song?
The one that I said, this sounds like a Ray song when we were first listening to it. It's not Two Hands to Heaven, but it's near that part of the album.
Madonna wasn't on the list at all.
Oh, wow.
Oh, for the last 10 years?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that makes sense.
Riverdance. Ray co-wrote Riverdance. Yes.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, they've collaborated already. It would be great to get them vocally together. And Ray and Christina have done little interviews together, and so maybe she would do something with Christina Aguilera as well. Okay. That'd be fun.
If a rumor of Beyonce if Act 3 being jazz is true, Ray would be on there.
That would be amazing.
Ray would be on there.
I'd rather it be rock.
Yes, we all would.
Feels like it's more outside of Beyonce's like natural wheelhouse, but I need more Ray collabs with Mark Ronson. It's him and Amy all over again. That's lovely. And I know that she was nervous about that collaboration. So I don't know that it's out yet, but if it is, I haven't heard it, but I'm sure it's great. Ray's just a talent.
Ray's great.
She's going to make great stuff all the time.
When is the 4th of July song?
I'd say what is? I mean, it's Party in the USA or Firework. People go up for Firework on the 4th of July. Yeah. But Party in the USA feels like it makes more sense, but maybe this year it was like, I don't want to hear that. I'm not happy.
Oh my gosh, people are still setting off fireworks. There's nothing to celebrate.
I know.
I feel like I've heard, like, usually I hear fireworks all throughout, like, the day or two after 4th of July.
Yeah.
To me, and where I am, they stopped end of 4th of July.
Did they?
I did not hear anything yesterday. I have not heard anything today.
I think I heard a little yesterday, but not a lot, but a little. Hi, first time here. Hi.
Hello. Who's first time here?
Dania.
We're
happy to have you, Dania.
This is what happens. We sit and we talk.
That's what we do. Because we're going to record a podcast soon. So this is just the intro. We're talking to the people.
Yeah. I love sometimes we get comments on these live streams and people being like, I don't understand. I can't follow anything that's going on.
And it's like,
so you can tell they're just watching the first
I know
20 minutes.
But you say that, but then I've had people be like, why don't you put everything from the live on the podcast. I'm like, well, because it wouldn't make any sense. We're responding to comments.
It wouldn't make any sense.
If you were just listening to me read something that you can't see.
They can't see.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be strange. So, we're all figuring it out.
But people do weirder on podcasts.
It's true. It's true.
There are people who just love watching hours of this kind of thing. Just people sitting there reading comments.
Like, I mean,
the Twitcher,
that's the whole
Twitch
thing.
people.
Twitch streamer. That was us yesterday for 3 hours. I mean, we were listening to something, so we were doing something, but yeah.
I'm not sure if you remember me, but I made it through my flights and had a good vacation.
Oh, yes.
Great
That's
job,
so amazing.
Lucero.
Congratulations. Yes, no, I remember that email. The 4th of July song is American Girl by Bonnie McKee. That is a great song. I love that.
I love y'all. Huge fan. LL random convo discussions are my favorite.
Oh, yay. That's so sweet.
Is Jurassic World something either of y'all are interested in? I really enjoyed the new one. I have never seen a Jurassic Park movie outside of the first one. I never saw The Lost World. Never saw whatever the third one was. Never saw like the new ones.
Yeah, the Chris Pratt ones. Yeah.
I've only seen the first one, and whenever I think of it, I'm still just like, goddamn, what cinema? What cinema?
I mean, I remember. I mean, that was one of the first, I think maybe the first in-theater experience I remember, because I saw it in theaters, and I got so scared I had to run out of the theater. It's very scary.
It is horrifying.
Are you scary?
Well, the thing is, like, I have put it off so much seeing it as a kid, because I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about these dinosaurs. Like, everyone was like, oh, you're a little boy, you would love dinosaurs, whatever. So I never like cared enough to like watch it on my own. And then at some point in middle school, I somehow acquired the VHS like years prior.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to say it was like the second to last day of 7th grade, I remember. And I popped the VHS in, and I remember sitting there, and I was just like, let me like finally sit down and watch this all the way through. And I just remember being like, oh, this is riveting. This is not just because it's dinosaurs action. It's like, this is brilliant filmmaking.
Yes, no,
like,
it's great.
Ooh,
it's great.
Ooh.
I need to watch it now that I will be less scared.
It's like whenever you can have like a subject matter that I don't care much about and make it like riveting cinema to me, I'm like, that is skill. That's like Mad Max Fury Road. I was like, oh, wait, why am I loving this so much?
Do you prefer that one to the first one?
Mad Max Fury. Oh, compared to you think I've seen the other Mad Maxes? I'm sure they're all great, because like the first ones are directed by George Miller as well. Right. But like Fury Road is like out of control.
Why is Dua always on vacation? I know Spirit Airlines is tired of seeing her. I mean, she's not on Spirit. I have too much money to go on Spirit anymore. So, and Dua has so much more money than me.
Listen, when I flew to Las Vegas, I flew to Vegas on Frontier, flew back on Spirit.
You were okay?
I was fine.
Spirit has canceled my flight the morning of. And I'm like, you know what, guys? And I think it was my flight to Puerto Vallarta or something. Like, it was like
you tried to go far on Spirit? Oh, no. I will do Vegas. I will do quick trip.
Short. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
The only other time I booked Spirit was flying to Pittsburgh for a wedding and canceled the flight like without notice, like 3 hours before the flight was supposed to take place. And they were like, we can rebook you for a flight a week from now. And it's like, no,
that's not going to work.
And so we figured it out. We eventually got there, but like
Spirit,
it was a rough time.
Yes. No, they've upset me. That's all I can say.
Mad Max is such a beautiful cinematic
experience. Should we jump into the pod?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Oh,
look at us.
Yes.
Here in person together.
Yes.
Recording live.
Yes.
It's like we do this for a living.
It's almost like that.
It's been so long since I felt like that.
I'm back from my France vacation.
And how do you feel?
I feel tired because jet lag is kicking my ass. And
Como se dice tired and
it's not como se dice.
Whatever, but that's how I say. Como se dice tired and from French.
Oh, I don't know, and I won't try, but I'm sure someone out there listening will know and will be shouting it in their cars. Well, and so thank you for shouting.
We have international listeners.
Absolutely, we do.
Both probably France and probably Canada.
Yeah,
I would maybe say some in Haiti as well.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I would say definitely Canada.
Definitely Canada.
Probably France. I don't know about Haiti. I hope so.
I would say Haiti.
I would say Haiti.
Why not? We love you, Haiti.
We do. Okay. Let me put an ad in. Someone's saying cansado, but isn't that tired in Spanish?
That's tired in Spanish.
Not como se dice. Fatigue. That makes sense.
Fatige.
I don't think it's fatige.
Fatige.
Oh, God. Yes, some of you are going to get an ad, some of you won't. Yeah. We love you both equally. If you don't, I assume it's because you have YouTube Premium, and so hopefully we're making money off that. We love you, Haiti.
We love you, Haiti, and your rebellion.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm from Trenton, where large Haitian population.
I love it.
So,
do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You start. You haven't been here in a while.
That's true. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Two Game Mats. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we are back again another week. And guys, I'm back from France.
You are.
I flew on that jet plane, got back in town on Thursday night after a 26-hour travel day. And yes, so if I am a little lethargic, just note I am still catching up on my jet lag.
Or you are, as they're saying in the live stream, fatigué.
Yes.
Fatigué.
Not J. No, they're saying it's pronounced with the gay.
I feel like their G's are soft.
Grace is telling us. And it sounds like everyone in the world knows more about French than you, just from the earlier pronunciations.
As a little kid in like second grade, I went through a phase where I was randomly obsessed with France.
Okay.
Obsessed with France.
Yes.
As, you know, when you're a gay kid, be obsessed with something random and have it be the gayest thing you could possibly be obsessed with.
Of course.
France. And so I would pretend, I told everyone that I was from France. Like I told all my teachers and they were like, I don't think that's correct, Matthew, but okay. I'd get like French music CDs from the library and listen to them and pretend like I understood.
Yeah.
I would make up words and I would say, this means this in French.
Right.
So,
and you're still doing that. It sounds like.
You know, you will never change me.
I think that's beautiful.
Yes, isn't it? But how was France?
France was lovely.
Good.
It was a really wonderful trip. I mean, I don't know if you saw in the news, but there was, unfortunately, a huge heat wave over all of Europe, just like the exact time that I was there. So it was like, we were going at this time being like, oh, it's going to be so temperate. It'll be in the 70s, maybe touch a little low 80 moment. And like, no, we were in the 90s. We were around 90 to 95 most days. And so we started off in Paris and had like 5 or 6 days there. That was lovely because Jackson also, luckily, knows French actually and was able to communicate very well.
Wait, does he?
Yes.
I didn't know, like fluently?
I mean, he studied in France for his study abroad and like took French all through college and like has kept up with it well enough that he's conversational. All
right, well, we'll ask him how to say fatigué.
It's not that. I think it's the hard G. It's fatigué. Okay. I don't know if that's the accent, but you're wrong.
It's
not. Yeah, but yeah, so it was nice having him around because I would just be in there and be like, parlez-vous anglais? And so it was good to have him there to actually do some conversing with the people. Yeah. And like as we were like getting dropped off in Paris, like I think it was our Uber to the airport in LA. The Uber driver was like, oh, I hate Paris. They're so mean there. I took my girlfriend there and everyone was so mean to her. She wanted to leave after 2 days. And I was like, okay. But people were not mean. We were shushed a couple of times. They were shushed. So like whenever we were traveling for my friend Jean's 40th birthday. And so there were, sometimes there'd be a table of 4 where it was, me, Jeff, Jean, and Jackson. Sometimes there was a table 8 where it was, 4 more friends that were there. And both of those times we were shushed by French couples that like essentially were sitting there across from their partner silently. And it's like wanting to eat in silence.
That's very glamorous. It's very French.
Glamorous for them, but not
as someone who is from France. Yes. That's what I want to do when I'm eating with someone.
That's what you would do.
And having had meals with you in restaurants. Look, that is where you like to project.
I will promise you, we were not being. I have been shushed in times where I'm like, okay, I hear you. And that wasn't one of those times.
Okay.
And they were like, for the first person told the waiter to tell us to be quiet, and the second people were just like, hey, could you keep it down? And it's like, guys, the second time especially, we were outside. And being a table of 8. And it's like,
I would have much preferred if they actually looked at you and went, shh. I would have loved that.
Whatever it was, I found it a little obnoxious, but outside of that, the French people were very lovely, very kind.
Okay.
And Paris was nice. We went to many museums. We went to many places that like old haunts of Jackson's when he studied abroad there. We went to the Louvre, down the back, but still the Louvre. And we went to Musée d'Orsay. I think that was my favorite museum of them all. We went to a lovely place called the Angelina, where they have really beautiful. We got lunch there, but they also are famous for their hot chocolate. But it was so hot outside that we got an iced version of it, which they also sell, and that was very good. We saw, we went on the Champs-Élysées. We, went up to the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, all of that. So it was like a very busy French trip, but very lovely. And then we went to Aix-en-Provence, in our second stop, much smaller town, and we had a really great Airbnb that luckily had an incredible air conditioner.
We love
Airbnb. Had such high ceilings, and like we had a whole floor of this townhouse. But most importantly, the air conditioning.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is what we need on these super hot days. And we went on a food tour that wound up at like a cheese shop, fromagerie, I believe is what they were called.
Beautiful.
And we learned a lot about wine and cheese. Went on, a wine tour with Jeff and Jean at a moment, a wine tasting. Oh, and also in Paris, I went to the Champagne region. You know, I'm a Champagne girl.
You're the place where you want to be buried.
Hello.
Sure.
And then we got to taste all these champagnes and actually got to see champagne being made. I saw them putting the bubbles in it. And they're telling me about how long it takes to make. I was like, oh my goodness, what, it's so involved. And I was like, this one tastes great. This one tastes great. I love the taste of this one.
I like this one. Yeah, for as
thing.
much of a champagne fan as you are, I can't imagine you like really like diving deep into the notes.
It's like, no, I don't have
like it. It's
and
good.
the thing is, I kind of am happy that I don't have the most like discerning palate when it comes to wine and champagne, because it's already, you're spending some money, but it's like, if I really liked nice wine and champagne, people pay.
I know, it's insane.
It's wild.
As someone who doesn't drink, has never had a sip of alcohol in his life, you are all insane with how much money you spend on alcohol.
But I'm not spending that much.
You're fine.
I love Bevmo deal, getting 2 for 20 or whatever. But that's the thing. So it's nice that I could go on these wine tastings and be like, I like all of it.
Yeah.
And then after Aix-en-Provence, we went to Nice, which is like kind of a beach town, kind of closer to Italy. So the food was more of a blend of French and Italian.
Nice.
So that was lovely. It was also, again, very hot.
That's like me, a blend of French and Italian.
Yes, but Italian in real life and French in your head.
In my brain.
Yes. So it was really, really a lovely trip, and got back on the 3rd, and we went over to Jackson's parents for the 4th, and like, I think there is a 9-hour time difference. So as of right now, as of recording at 7 p.m., 9 hours ahead. So my body partially thinks it's like, whatever, 4 a.m. right now.
Nice.
And so my eyes are a little heavy, but I think after last night, and we were up for 3 hours streaming live, listening to the new Lorde album, listening to the new Kesha album.
Yeah, playing catch up on the 2 game Mats work.
Exactly. So I think this time next week I'll be back in my normal space, but now I'm just trying to power through, trying to keep the eyes open, and trying to give a good show, a good podcast for the people.
All right. Well, I'll try to say something entertaining to keep you alive and awake.
I hope so. I can't wait to see if you have other lies, like I'm from France, that are up your sleeve.
I am from France.
But how was your past week? And I've also got to say, I loved the podcast for you and Janie. I was very much giggling throughout.
Thank you so
and
much.
The idea of this podcast being directed by Celine Song brought me a lot of joy.
I feel like it would be like a very Celine Song directing our podcast would be like a very French podcast.
Absolutely.
We're just 2 people looking at each other across the table, not talking.
That's the thing. It'd be very quiet, much
very
quieter
quiet.
than the podcast normally is.
Yeah.
And so something to work on, I guess. More pauses.
Yeah, we should give more dramatic pauses to our podcast. Listen, we were just talking about how people love watching Twitch streamers just sit there.
They love
and
it.
read the comments and occasionally just be like, yeah, man, I agree.
I don't think people love that on a podcast format, though. Like if someone was in the car listening to us and we were just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, man. Isn't that nuts?
Pretty
totally.
pissed.
Yeah. We should.
So we got to keep all the audience in mind. You
Okay.
know? But no, how was your past week?
Week was good.
Yes.
I did some fun things. My friend Megan, because she wasn't able to see me like on my birthday, she took me out to dinner for my birthday. When was that? I think it was like Thursday. And we went to a great Chinese restaurant that had soup dumplings. So we had some of those. And she is also 4 months pregnant. So she was just like, I want a lot of food.
Oh, yes.
And
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, I know. And so she was just like, also, and I was like, you want me to get you dessert? And she was like, yes. She's like, my baby wants dessert. And so got some dessert like in my area, which has a lot of great dessert places. So that was very fun. 4th of July, I went to my friend Cole's house. He's a place in Malibu. And hung out with like some people I already know because I know them through Cole, and some new friends I made through there. And our 4th of July music was, we were listening to disco versions of show tunes.
That sounds
and
right.
Like obviously Liza's Losing My Mind was on there because that's a classic.
I've never heard that.
Oh, it's all great. I heard a disco Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair. I heard a disco of everything. And so it's a great playlist that is on Spotify apparently, or I guess it's Spotify, but it's a playlist I shall be revisiting soon.
That's wonderful.
So I'm very happy that I discovered that for 4th of July. And I don't know, I'm juggling a lot of like projects right now. I'm in the midst of like making a pitch deck for this film I wrote that I'm trying to get made. And then I'm also working with my friend Cecilia on a script, and we're almost done the first draft of that. So it's like working, trying to like claw our way to the finish line of that. Because everyone knows the first draft of something is the most exhausting, daunting,
for sure,
toughest to finish. So once we finish that, then it'll be, I can edit for years. That's the easy part for me.
Right.
I'm excited to get to the actual editing part of that. And so just working on that this week and my regular restaurant job, but like, who cares about that? You know?
I don't know. Well, that's lovely. And I just,
I don't know. Who cares about that?
But I just got to say one thing I noted while I was during my travels, whenever I was about to begin, like get on the first flight of my like one or multi-flight journey to get from here to France or from France back here, something horrible was happening in the country. Because as I was leaving to go, that's when news broke about the bombings and from Mr. Trump. And then as I was coming back, that was when the final vote came in on the bill, the Medicaid bill. And I just have to say, it's tough coming back.
It's tough coming back.
Because like, I just wonder what the people who were like, both parties are the same, both candidates are the same, when you see that bill and what it's going to fucking do, how it is truly attacking the poorest members of our nation and just like pulling things that they need to live, like saying that, they're going to, like, I saw an infographic that was like, okay, so if you make less than like $15,000 or $20,000 a year, your income will now be 15% less. And this is to give tax breaks to fucking billionaires. Like, I can't wrap my head around the fact that these Republicans in office are cheering as the vote is finalized. Praying.
Having a prayer circle.
And how are you even aligning this, like the whole Christian nationalism of it all, like being pro this bill? Like, what about Christ's teachings makes you think like the last shall be first? And like love thy neighbor as you would love yourself. Like, what makes you think that has anything to do with what just passed here? Like, it just is so, I mean, a lot of bad shit has happened. A lot of bad shit will happen during this time. But for some reason, this has just really, it's like, I've always been skeptical of people. But sometimes you look at it's like, these are just the worst people I could even imagine. Like, worst beyond comprehension. Like, it's sickening.
And it's just crazy how it's like there for a period of time, like when I went to bed that night, there were, I think, like 4 House Republicans who voted against the bill and then last minute switched their vote after receiving like an autographed hat from Donald. Like, it's like, what are we doing? You are not serious people, let alone politicians, like lawmakers. Like, you are not serious beings whatsoever in the slightest.
And I, won't go on a whole tangent because again, we're not Pod Save America, but I do need us all to remind everyone for every moment of our lives between now and the midterms as to who is responsible. Because there are so many people who voted for Trump being like, well, I had more money in my pocket back when he was president. And it's like, well, what about now? He hates you. If you are not a billionaire, he hates you. Their whole agenda is not right versus left. It is like wealthy versus the rest of us. How can you not see that? I hope you see it now. It's not like this would be happening if Kamala was president. So that lie you've told yourself that like, well, neither of them were perfect and exactly what I wanted, so like, both parties are the same. That was a lie, and this is going to harm so many people. Like, people are going to fucking die because they cannot pay for health insurance because of this man.
The bill aspect of everything is literally what he ran on.
Yes.
And then in terms of like the war that's escalating is literally what he like said he touted himself as the quote unquote anti-war candidate. And it's like, that was so fucking stupid. That was absolutely incorrect. And I like, how could you have believed that? It makes me so upset. Guys, the way out of all of this stuff is to always vote.
Yes.
You have to. Like, don't do that. It's not complicated. Like, truly. And I know you want it to be more complex than that and everything. I realized there was this sort of like sentiment online, probably propagated by like bots and trolls and everything, saying like, ooh, they tell us to just vote and everything will be okay. Like, how lame is that? Like, that's not real. Like, I realize saying voting is the way out of this is a very unsexy, unexciting thing to say. It's a very not glamorous like, way of getting things done, but it flat out fucking is. It just is. Like, that is how things get done in this country that we live in. Like, you need to always vote for the things that you want.
Right. And
even if it's not every single specific thing that you want, the general movement of the direction where you want to go.
Yes. So the midterms will be here sooner than we know it.
Yes.
We've got to keep hammering home who did this and how
it was the Republican Party.
It was the Republican Party.
The MAGA people. Because now it's just the MAGA Party.
Yes.
That's just what it is. There's no more, because before, years ago, it was 10 years ago, it was essentially the Democratic Party is the more liberal party, and the Republicans are the more conservative party and everything. And it was pretty easy to understand. Now it's flat out the Trump Party, the MAGA Party, and everybody else, and the people who believe in the Constitution.
And I just can't imagine looking at what's going on across the country with the ICE raids, with this bill, what's happening in Texas today.
Oh my God,
horrifying!
And thinking, Texas, it's devastating.
It's so beyond devastating, and there's no way to look at what they have done and then this is better. This is better than what it was before and what it could be with a Democrat in office. That's just not true. And we need to remind everyone as the midterms come up next year. I just had to get it off my chest because reading that and then just sitting on a plane for 26 hours was this is horrifying, and I just needed to let it out. So I apologize if people don't want to hear that. They want to have fun.
They all said that this would happen. Hillary said that this would happen. Joe Biden said this would happen. Kamala said this would happen.
And it happened.
They were correct.
They were
correct. They all should have been voted for.
They should have. Should we jump into the news for idiots?
I guess.
Because now we jumped into the news.
We were in the news for
people who need the news. And now we need the news for idiots.
No, there's some dark stories here too.
Wait, I'm trying to look at the. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there are. But we'll start with one that's, sad, but not too dark.
Okay.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. I think a couple of weeks ago, I told you that there was a lot of rumblings about their relationship. It seemed like the relationship was ending. They have released a statement. They released it on the 4th of July, I think, to kind of bury the story. And the quote says, this is from their reps, due to the abundance of recent interest and conversation surrounding Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry's relationship, representatives have confirmed that Orlando and Katy have been shifting their relationship over the past many months to focus on co-parenting. They will continue to be seen together as a family, as their shared priority is and will always be raising their daughter with love, stability, and mutual respect. So, sounds like they're broken up.
Yeah. I think it's lovely that they're focused, that the news is pointing towards that. It's just a shift to co-parenting being the main focus.
Absolutely.
Because, there's a child involved now.
Absolutely.
And so you want them to, you don't want this to be a messy breakup in any sort of way, because they are a team forever.
Right.
Because the priority needs to be their child. And so I think they're handling this in a mature way.
I agree.
Yeah, and it must be hard going on this tour as Katy Perry.
Oh, yes. The feedback from the tour, I'm sure, was hard. And then, on top of this separation, I'm sure it's tough for her. So, I'm thinking about her, hoping all is well with her. I will say I was surprised. Maybe timing-wise, this is how it worked out. I was surprised to see Orlando Bloom at that Bezos wedding, and not because I was thinking Katy was tied in because she went on that rocket ship with, Lauren whomever.
Rocket ship.
Remember when she went on that?
I forgot about that rocket ship.
I know, you can't forget. Never forget about Katy going to space. But I guess Orlando loves the Bezoses as well. So more things to take note of. Okay? Because it's easy to be like, oh, Katy's the worst, and Orlando, I bet he's a sweet sweets. And I'm like, well,
he went to that wedding. if I preferred my celebrity go to outer space or Jeff Bezos' wedding, I'm like, you fly up there to that moon. You go. You shoot yourself up there in the sky.
Are they not kind of the same event?
Well,
because he was behind that space flight
one was
as well.
putting money in his pocket.
Yeah.
Saying.
It seems like both parties are friends with the Bezos.
I'm wishing everyone the best.
We love everybody.
The best for their lovely child, Daisy, who inspired a lovely song.
That song is great. To someone that I do not wish the best for, there was a person named Diddy, and apparently his trial is over. The jury came to conclusions. He was not found guilty on racketeering and sex trafficking charges, but he was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. But this basically is saying that, he Those 2 counts, I think, both had a max of 10 years. So he has not been sentenced yet, but he could get up to 20 years in prison. But, you know, the much larger charges, the much larger overarching charges were the RICO charges, the sex trafficking of it all. And the fact that he was found not guilty on those was very exciting and thought of as a win for the defense, even though the video, the testimonies, I wasn't following as closely as, you know, some people were, just because, you know, I would like to sleep at night. But like from everything I know and everything I know about what Cassie told them, the fact that this man is receiving anything resembling a win, like I really, really thought that it was going to be like an R. Kelly situation where they were just going to put him under the jail. And the fact that they didn't, it just reminds us all that justice, you know, if this is something he did, that if the testimonies are true, which I believe they are because I believe women, it just shows how much many don't, especially in situations like this. There's so many people who will obviously be like, well, why didn't Cassie do X, Y, and Z? Why didn't she leave? I would have done this in situations. And it's like, do you not see the power imbalance? Do you not see how she is a victim in all of this? And it just, again, there was a lot of news while I was out of the country that I kept being like, ooh, I just kind of mortified about.
It's more so like, cause you know, like in terms of like trials and litigations and everything, there are certain loopholes that people can jump through. It is not a perfect system, and that's not fair. And it can be very frustrating.
Absolutely.
At times. But for me, it's more so the people like outside of the courthouse. It's like, okay, even if yes, he got all this and the prosecution did not present the most polished, believable case whatsoever. It's like, y'all still saw the footage of him abusing this,
absolutely,
like being very violent towards this woman, and you want to. So at minimum, you know he did that.
Yes.
So you want to go out there and still cheer this man,
and not just your poor baby oil on themselves and like dance around like it was a clown show.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, what are we celebrating?
I have no idea. And he was denied bail, so he is still behind bars. I don't know when the sentencing is supposed to happen, so we'll see what happens there. But I mean, I hope he's not in the public eye. I hope to never see a sit down of him telling his side. I would like him to be gone. Like, even if he is free during, in the next several years or however, I hope he lives a very private life and does not try to rehabilitate that image or do anything publicly or try to make music. Just, it's all very disturbing, very upsetting. And, more bad news.
Good news next.
Depends on how you look at it.
Okay.
The disturbing part of this is that it happened at all. The positive in it is that no one was hurt.
Okay.
So on night one of Beyonce's Houston shows of the Cowboy Carter World Tour, spoiler alert, if you're going to the tour, I don't know how many more cities she's going to, but if you don't know, generally the set list ends with 16 carriages, and it ends with her in a flying car flying around the stadium, because again, you're in a stadium, and she's like, I want even the people in the cheap seats to get like a good shot of me, a good picture of me. I want to get to as close to them as possible. Yeah. I'll just fly around in this car.
Yeah, and as I said before, I guarantee you she also wanted a chance to sit down.
Which I do not begrudge her. She's dancing her fucking face off.
She's like, but listen, I am Beyonce. If I'm going to sit down, it will still be an experience because I will be flying around in a car.
And I've loved the Beyonce experience since that performance back in 2007. But no, I will say, when I was again across the world for my queen, B, and seeing that car be complete, like essentially sideways, like it's supposed to be perfectly flat as she's, flying across the thing. And you look at these videos and it's leaning so far one way, and that she's harnessed in, but like that car could fall. Mm-hmm. I assume she would have been fine, but like think of the audience members below. Like, it just was so scary to look at. And Beyonce, consummate professional, is singing the song, sings as far as she can.
She sounds great.
She sounds incredible. And that mic is on.
The
mic is on.
Well, she's sitting down. She's like, I'm not out of breath for this. I'm chilling.
Then you hear her go, stop, stop, stop.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh my God. Like when Beyonce is nervous enough about a situation
stops the show,
that she stops the show, it's fucking serious. And like, it all worked out.
Yeah.
They got the car down safely. People everyone was fine. She was fine. And she got on stage and was like, I knew you guys would catch me if you needed to or whatever.
And everyone was like, yes,
and of course we all would. And then she like made a joke about it on Instagram, like made the caption of the pictures from that night be sitting sideways or whatever, which is like not funny, Beyonce. Like we were worried, okay? Why can't you take this seriously? I just am in the opinion of like, you know, she's dancing a little less these days. She's a grown woman. Let Blue do the crazy dance moves behind you while you sing. Maybe we don't need to be flying around anymore. Like maybe we can have both feet on the ground. I just want like everyone to be safe, especially Beyonce. I just assume somebody got fired. I assume somebody got
she's posting these funny posts on Instagram and you're just like, ooh, but someone just got eaten alive.
Absolutely they did. And I'm glad she's okay. But
yeah,
terrifying stuff.
Yeah, but it turned out okay.
It did. And we love a happy ending.
But a mere memory.
Yes, we love happy endings. We love almost happy ending. Or wait, what's that happy ending?
Maybe happy ending.
We like the show Happy Endings.
Yeah.
And we like Happy Ending by Avril Lavigne.
We love
so much for my happy ending.
We love happy endings at Friendly's, the restaurant.
Oh, what are those?
It's like
I know what Friendly's is, but
I think it's like an additional thing on your ice cream or something.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it was.
I guess there's one big happy ending we're not mentioning because we can't speak to that. We can't speak to that.
We don't know.
But you know,
we're only 17.
Nope, not quite. But we haven't done it. But if everyone's consenting, you know, more power to you.
As long as the word happy's in there.
Yes, we love happiness.
We're happy.
Like that Charlie Brown song, Happiness Is.
Happiness is.
Finding a pencil. Two kinds of ice cream.
Two kinds of ice cream.
Telling the time.
Why
is that? We did that musical when I was in junior high school and I was like townsperson number one. Why do I remember that song so well?
There's no townsperson number one.
They added him so I could be on stage.
Like, wait. Okay, but but they didn't give you like a name because there's so many Peanuts characters.
I assume I was Franklin.
You didn't remember?
I don't. It was so long ago, and
I remember
that
every
show
role I've ever played.
Like, I am not a fan of that
I've been
show.
in that show twice. I was Charlie Brown and I was Snoopy.
I saw you as Snoopy.
You did see me as Snoopy.
You did a great job.
Oh, I was exhausted by the end of that show. That's a lot of energy I was exerting.
You were doing a lot.
And my hair was so big those days, and it was just dripping all over my face.
Do you think you would, much like Beyonce, would you have the energy to be Snoopy today?
I have the energy to do anything for an audience today, okay?
Okay.
Don't you worry about that.
You say that now, but someday you're going to be yelling, stop. Okay. Did you saw that Nelly and Ashanti have a reality show? It's like a couple reality show. It's like, oh, we're a couple now and we're having a baby. It's called We Belong Together. And I'm like, that's not your song, but whatever.
Didn't he say something?
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, God.
So I was thinking, this reality show, I'm not going to watch it because it's just a puff piece, like promoting their relationship. But I guess it's not, because Nelly revealed that he has not and will not change his son's diaper. Saying, quote, baby, I'll give you the world. Talking to Ashanti, multimillionaire, on her own. I just ain't changing no diaper. I ain't even going to lie. You know I ain't got nothing for him. Later on in the episode, in the scene with his friends, he admits that until his son can talk, he's not interested in any caretaking, saying, until he can say, I'm hungry, I need to use the bathroom, it's going to be a lot on your lap. Enjoy, because as soon as he get walking and talking, he with the crew. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to take him on tour?
See, I was thinking he said something else.
I mean, these are the things.
Something more in the more political spectrum, but it could be another artist.
I think he's like performed at a Trump something, like during the inauguration.
I think he said something. He said something like ridiculous about. He's just like, well, I don't like Kamala because she married white or something like that.
Well, I bet her husband changed. If we changed fucking diapers for his kids,
exactly.
Doug
yes.
Was a
Doug is a king.
Doug is a king.
I love Doug.
Yes. So, I mean, the idea of a Trump supporter.
Doug is more of a man than you'll ever be, Nelly. Okay.
A Trump supporter being a misogynist? No. Can't fucking believe it. And I hate this for Ashanti because they were broken up for such a long time. And she was out there living her best life and like making all that foolish money, all those J-Lo songs that like she mostly sang, she was getting paid for. And now she's with this deadbeat dad who's still in her house. It's just like, I don't understand how in 2025, there are men on Earth that still feel this way. Like if you,
and I also feel like it's a good idea to say it publicly.
I know,
like, dude,
what are we doing?
If you're gonna like have some dumbass opinions, like keep it to
yourself.
Self.
Send yourself an email. We tried to tell you. He needed the merch. He needed that mouse pad that we have on the store. Shop2gaymats.com, I think is the site.
Where you can buy the tank top I'm wearing right now.
He's wearing my X4 plaid because his ex did wear plaid. I need you to walk by said ex in that tank.
He's far away.
You got to fly to him just for the bit.
I will happily. I would love to.
Actually, no, I take it all back. I haven't seen him in a while. Well, yes. So horrifying. Yeah. And I just don't know where men like this come from. And I'll never understand it. Why have a kid if you don't plan on being a father until he's old enough to walk and talk? And then you didn't even say, oh, then I'll begin raising him. You just said, then he's with the crew, meaning what? He's going on tour with you? This is a baby.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing? Like you're not. It doesn't seem like you're releasing like much music now.
No, you're going on tour and singing "Hot in Here" on loop. Like, come on, you can't be doing a lot.
Yeah, you got time to change your kid's diaper.
Absolutely, you do. I just want to know, because this happened the week I wasn't in town, and I felt bad because they sent us some shirts, and they, Megan 2.0 came out.
See it.
Guys, go see it. Why did it flop? I don't know if it's not good. And again, they sent us some t-shirts that, I put on Instagram to promote them. I listened to Allison Williams on like 2 different podcasts. She was on Keep It and she was on Las Culturistas.
She's so great.
She's
so
great.
funny. Yeah.
She's hilarious. She's down to earth. She's funny. She's quick.
Great actress.
Starting her own podcast soon. And so it makes sense. Great actress.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just want people, because that first Megan is so much fucking fun. But I guess they changed the recipe. Like it's now more of an action movie. They put it out in the middle of summer. Very crowded time for movies right now. Instead of, I think the first one came out in January. So, like, I think they're already, like, Blumhouse is already having, like, this is what went wrong with Megan 2.0, which I always think is weird when it just came out 2 weeks. Why are we already giving interviews about, like, what went wrong?
Oh, tell me about it. That's the issue with, like, the movie industry right now. It's just, like, producers are just like, oh, my God, it wasn't the #1 movie of the weekend.
Right.
Complete flop, rip it out of the screens, put it on streaming, let's call it a day. And it's like, no, sometimes movies need to build an audience. That freaking Sydney Sweeney and what's his name? Glenn Powell, like romantic comedy. Like, and that's what happened with that. Like, why aren't we learning that this can happen? Like, build up the reputation of the movies. So, like, 2nd, 3rd week, 4th week, it becomes a big thing.
And I'm sure Megan 2.0 is better than that piece of shit. Because God, what an awful film. I hated it so much. But yes, I'm just sad because I was a big Megan fan. I will watch 2.0 at some point to support. You were
out of the country.
I was out of the country.
You were being loud at an outdoor table.
The thing is, we can ask all participants. I was not especially loud. And I don't think any of us were especially loud.
Okay.
They just are so quiet. Like, why do you want to sit at dinner with your partner and just look at him? Talk!
Well, because they're French. They like to look at things. Well, they like to just quietly look at art in the museum.
I think that's beautiful. Hey, I went to many museums, and I didn't get shushed there.
Yeah, you learned about Impressionism.
Yes.
You also could have learned about it if you paid attention to Sunday in the Park with George when I made you watch it.
I paid attention until that second half when things really went off the rails. I love that second half. Maybe that was the Megan 2.0 of the Megans, because it really took a turn.
I love that second act of Sunday, baby.
That makes one of us. Jennifer Aniston's going to play Jeanette McCurdy's mother in the I'm Glad My Mom Died series adaptation.
I think that is inspired casting.
I mean, I love Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, I mean, she's great.
I'm still brokenhearted about that time that she had that plan for having, a discussion of a press conference about her Oscar nomination, and then it didn't get nominated. And she didn't get nominated. I'm still brokenhearted about that. So hopefully,
it's 11 years, girl.
I'm still sad, and I still haven't seen Cake. But maybe I will.
We watched Cake together. We sat down and we watched it together in the dark.
What happened?
And I remember being like, "Oh, Adriana Barazza's in this."
Who's Adriana Barazza?
She's Adriana Barazza. Oh. She's an actress. She was nominated for an Oscar for the movie Babel, and she was beaten by Jennifer Hudson,
Dreamgirls. Yeah,
so you were aware of that Oscar season?
Wow, I have no memory of this
Babel.
movie.
She's excellent, and like she's truly fantastic in Babel. And she was also in Cake, and we liked Cake.
Great.
Wow. I still have to see it, and it's like, no, girl, we saw this.
I have no memory of that.
Yeah. Okay.
None.
Well,
but I'll watch this. And the thing is, I also have downloaded the book because on Spotify Premium, I don't know if you guys have it or know this, but you get like a free audiobook every month. You can just like get an audiobook. And so I have downloaded this Jeanette McCurdy book, and I just have never listened to it. So maybe it'll be on my list.
It's great.
I hear it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I would love to listen to it before the show comes out, because of course I'll be watching the show.
Sure.
Interested in the book itself, and of course always interested in Jennifer Aniston.
Let's get Jennifer that extra Emmy.
I would love that.
I mean, we could have made it a movie, and then that could have been her Oscar.
But that's okay.
Maybe when things are books, it's a little easier to be like, let's make this a mini-series.
It'd be so long.
We
Still
need
waiting
to fill
for
this out.
the Meaning of Mariah Carey miniseries to be announced.
All right.
Come on, Lee Daniels.
TikTok.
Just an update. I thought I was going to give a different update because I was like, oh, I heard since your last podcast that the Golden Bachelor is going to be replaced. That was like the word on the street. But then I saw a news story from Jesse Palmer, the host, from 3 days ago, where he says, nope, we're shooting with him soon. Okay. So just so we all know.
See, I didn't know when this news came out that he said stupid shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this season was already filmed. I thought it was already filmed.
They have not, which is wild to me that it's not already filmed and they're still letting him be the lead.
Sure.
After we've already all turned against him.
Yeah. For those of you who didn't listen to last week's podcast,
probably because I wasn't there and you were boycotting.
Well, listen, you should, because Janie's a queen, and because
I can't believe Janie doesn't have her own podcast.
She really should.
She should. I mean, I would listen.
One day when I cut ties with you, it will be me and Janie.
I think it should be me and Janie, since you wouldn't know Janie without me.
It could be both of us. We could each have a podcast with Janie and see which one does better.
That's true. When we have our feud, when we have our official feud,
and
it'll just be each Matt with Janie.
Your podcast with Janie will be a lot of Housewives, Bravo, and everything.
Yes.
My podcast with Janie will be off the rails.
It will be all over.
It will be
the
literally
place.
About anything you can imagine.
I look forward to that.
But he said that he's on the Golden Bachelor. He's 65 or 66, and he's like, he refuses to date anyone who is over the age of 60.
Yeah, and he wants 45 to 60, and they better be like hot and in shape.
Hot and in shape and everything.
It's
like, why was he chosen for a show that is supposed to like encourage people who are of a certain age to still continue to find love?
And like,
what are we doing?
The Golden Bachelor has already had like a bad lead that we all turned on, but turned on him after the fact. So we don't need another lead that we all fucking hate. Like, I want to be heartwarmed by this show. And Mel Owens, I believe his name is currently making it impossible. So it's not too late to fire this man. Remember when we bullied Keke Palmer out of making that podcast with Jonathan Majors? That really was the bullying works. Like information I needed to say I will always bully.
Well, but now what I want out of this season of The Golden Bachelor that I probably will not watch.
Of course you won't.
Is a bunch of these women going on this show knowing who this guy is and then completely fucking sabotaging this entire season for him, being like, okay, girls, we're forming an alliance, final two, and and we're gonna totally like ruin this man's season.
Exactly. We have to play along like we like him all. We have to
play along like we're desperate
and then when he's down on one knee, be like, unfortunately, I heard that podcast you did, and you can go fuck yourself.
Unfortunately, you suck.
That'd be iconic.
Yeah.
Cardi B announced her new album, Am I the Drama?
Finally.
I mean, it's been a year. That's the thing.
About 10 years.
We've been waiting for Rihanna, and we've been waiting for Cardi B. It comes out on September 19th. The latest single, Outside, debuted at number 10 on the Hot 100 this past week. I'm just excited. When I heard this news while I was in France, I went back and listened to Invasion of Privacy, and I just have to tell you, I have like a love for that album that I feel like maybe I don't speak too much because we're talking most about pop music. I don't listen to a lot of rap, but Cardi, like the joy and also the songcraft, like she the whole thing that people say about her is like she's not writing all these songs herself, but like fine, whoever's in the studio writing with or for her is doing a fucking bang up job. There are so many hits on that album that didn't even get the single treatment. Of course, Bodak Yellow was huge. I like it, amazing, but like Moneybag, like what a great. There's just so much great shit on Invasion of Privacy that I hope this album is half as good because it is so excellent. It's been so long that we've been waiting for it. I do think it's very funny that WAP and Up are on the track list for this album because it's like, okay, somehow this album's already double platinum and like already has two number one
song that's 5 years old.
Yes, and like before it's out, they're like, she's the only like female rapper to have two number one singles off of two albums in a row, and it's like, well, kinda. So she's cheating, but if the music's great, I'm excited about it. I think Outside is good. It's cool, but like, I mean, it's no Up, WAP, and it's no Moneybag. Justice for Moneybag.
Justice for Moneybag.
Great song. Do you know about Michael Madsen?
No,
you heard
what's happening here?
Michael Madsen passed away. This is the actor who has iconic performances.
Oh,
in
yes.
Kill Bill.
I know Kill Bill and I know Reservoir Dogs. And
Yes.
the actor passed away. You know
Yes.
who else passed away? The guy from Nip Tuck.
Julian McMahon.
Julian McMahon. That's
I know.
Like, these guys were both so young.
I know. Julian McMahon was 56,
Yeah.
and I believe Michael Madsen was 67. So it's just like, oh, it's devastating out there. So we just want to send good vibes to, their family and friends. So sorry for their loss. And is there any other news for idiots you want to tell the people?
I don't think so.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break and then be back with more Two Gay Mats, the podcast. Cute.
Great.
I love the new Rosé song for Messi.
She released a new song?
I feel like Rosé, and it's a collaboration with the guy who sings Ordinary, which is a song I've never heard, but it's like number one on Hot 100 for the past several weeks. Apparently he's like a vlogger or something. I don't know. Alex Warren,
okay.
I want to say his name is. But yeah, she has a new song with him, so that's cool.
We love.
Yeah. So everything's cool.
Yeah.
Cool from Charmed. Will you guys react to the Cardi album? I don't know that we will. I feel like it's not really our, do we have enough to say about rap between the two of us? I don't know that we do.
Yeah.
Then
just like, this is great.
But if I will listen to it on my own and discuss it for sure. So just keep listening to the podcast. You'll see my thoughts. I just hope the album's great because the Invasion of Privacy, and I'll go and point out my favorite songs. Because Moneybag is the first one that comes to mind. But there's so many great songs on that record.
Does anyone have an email on my heart?
Oh, right. Does anyone have an email on my heart? Oh, Brandy and Monica are going on tour. You know what? I loved that song Cardi did with Bruno Mars. That song is great. What
song?
I think the song is first they did a Finesse remix.
Yeah,
but
that was
also
literally a decade ago.
I mean, this one's a long time ago. There's a song called Please Me. That is Cardi B and Bruno Mars, which I don't know if that's going to be on the new album.
Have you heard the Zara Larson song? It's all over my timeline.
No, but I
Zara
love Zara. I love her.
You know what I think of now? I think of Zara Larson. Is that one video?
Of course. You stand Zara Larson.
Two little bitchy gays fighting outside.
And one of those bitchy gays is the one
the guy who sings in front of people.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Which I'm always like,
I would.
I don't get it.
I'm glad these celebrities have good attitudes about it.
Yes, it's very nice.
Thank you. You stand Zara Larson. And you know what? He's like, and what about it?
And what? Good for you.
Good for her.
Fight for your girl.
Fight for your girl, no matter what.
When are we getting If Our Boyfriends Were Lady Gaga albums? That's a good idea. We should get back on that. Because that was a fun thing. We just kept planning to do it for Madonna, and that was overwhelming for me. Because she has so many fucking albums.
A lot of albums.
So yeah, maybe we should do Gaga.
We could do Gaga. Yeah. She has enough albums.
You won't like what we say about some of them. Get Up 10 is great. Bickenhead is great. Be Careful is great where she's singing. I like it. Moneybag. Oh, Moneybag's so good. Those are my favorites that were not singles. I like it. And Bodak Yellow as well. It's just a very solid album all the way through. And it deserved that fucking Grammy.
Yeah. And so maybe that's why she took so long to do a new album.
I guess.
It needs to be as good.
I mean, she could have had something ready when Up came out. WAP, sure, it's going to be just like me and Megan collaborating. But whatever, Up was just you.
Up was good.
It was great.
I like Up.
Up is great. And the music video is great. Yeah. She's always so good with her visuals. I'm a fan.
Lana Del Rey's stadium tour is becoming a mess. She's late a lot and uses holograms for songs when she's in the back. Set list is mostly covers and news stuff.
Barely 90 minutes. Wow. Well...
Barely 90 minutes. She has so much material.
I was going to say, she has so many albums.
She has so much material. It's not like she's exerting a lot of energy. Where she's just like, oh, I couldn't possibly go over.
She's not putting on a Beyonce-esque show, which Beyonce's show is 3 hours. So
yeah, Lana, come on.
Lana. But you get your girl Addison Rae opening. And I'm like, is there a lineup I'd want to see less? I don't think so. No offense. If y'all love it, if y'all like it, I love it.
Lovely.
It's not for us. Not for us.
But I'm curious to see what the next Addison album would
I am too.
Because of how successful this.
I am open for the next.
Hearing that next first single.
Yes. I am open for the next Addison era to be something for me.
Yeah.
This first one is just not.
Yeah. You should have called last week's podcast Now That We Have Sex.
Wait, what was sects again?
Well, we were talking about people, the Two Gay Mats fans being divided up into...
into sects.
Because Janie was like, you have sex.
Yes.
And I was like, we have sex.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that was so funny.
Literally, if me and Janie had a podcast, it would just be that. It would be like, what did you say?
It'd be screaming and like, what? I didn't know you loved that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It would be great. It'd be great. But you'd be missing a special element.
Yes.
A great element.
Yes. Stadium prices for theater aesthetics. Well, I didn't know Lana was doing stadiums.
Is she?
I thought they said she was doing stadiums.
I can't imagine.
Okay, Lana.
All right.
All
know,
right.
That's wonderful. Oh, and thank you for the people that are joining the Patreon.
Oh, thank you.
I know you're joining just to watch the, mega reactions. But hey, they're
Discord.
Good. The Discord's fun. It's a fun place to be.
Rumors by Lizzo and Cardi needed to be included in Cardi's album Greatest Song of All Time.
I don't like that song.
Did we react to Rumors?
We might have.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Dua Lipa.
Oh, yes. That's not Megan Thee Stallion song.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion.
I liked that song better. It didn't. Yeah. It wasn't very popular.
Easy as Pie?
Cherry Pie? I think Cherry Pie.
I remember the visuals were nuts.
They were all over the place.
Yeah. Man, the COVID era, 2020, 2021, like, there was some weird shit going down.
I know. We were all in a weird place.
Sweetest pie.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone thinks they can do stadium. 50 Cent had 2-for-1 tickets and still couldn't sell out.
Yikes.
I'm under no illusion that I can do a stadium.
Exactly. The caveat is not a stadium.
Caveat's not a stadium.
But you should get tickets.
Get tickets to that.
Yes.
Because there will be no technical mishaps there.
Rumors from Lindsay Lohan. That's a classic.
Yeah.
I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed.
Just in that music video.
Matt Bulmer, I can't believe you've never seen The Preacher's Wife. That's a must watch for me during Christmas season. Yes, I need to do it. I think the stadium is part of the issue. Like, they didn't upgrade for the new venues. Yeah, I feel like a stadium tour is a hard thing for anybody, but especially if you're like, I'm going to stand on stage and like vibe out kind of performer. Like, I don't need a stadium for that.
Teach me about Big Girl Chewy.
And that's not
Choochie.
a word. Nope.
Choochie.
Nope.
Coochie.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Coochie. I'm glad y'all enjoy that song. I just need Carly Rae to drop an album. I was like, when did
2023?
The whatever is time. Not
there's the loneliest time and the loveliest time. One is the B-sides album.
I think the loveliest is the B-sides.
Okay.
And then the loneliest is the.
Speaking of that era, do you guys remember that Stuck With You song? Is over. That I did not like that song. I
don't hate it, but it certainly doesn't need 1 billion streams.
It was like, and I guess like at the time we needed something.
Yes.
But it just felt so thrown together. It's like, Stuck With You. It works for COVID. It just reminds me of early COVID, and I'm just like, this makes me sad. Oh, Me and My Heart. What's your dream lineup and your nightmare lineup for a stadium?
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean. It's just like, well, who opens for Beyonce in my dream lineup? I don't know.
Beyonce opens for Beyonce.
I mean, I've already seen the Renaissance show. I've seen it.
It could be someone dead, maybe.
Someone dead. Okay, let me think.
Think of all the dead people you know.
That I know?
I will never forget. I was playing this game.
Yeah.
It was like we had to go around the table and like name certain things that belong to a certain subject or a certain topic or whatever. And the topic was dead actresses. And I was with a table of people and they were men.
Gay?
What?
Gay?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well.
And none of them could name a dead actress.
Not one?
Not one could name a dead actress.
That's insane.
I know.
What? I guess they're all just like, Sydney Sweeney's alive. Like, it was serious.
It was a nightmare situation. Gabrielle Porter. I went to college with a Gabrielle Porter.
Oh,
are you talking about her?
Nightmare lineup: The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey for Matt. That is absolutely a nightmare lineup for me. At least it blocked.
Yeah, who would my nightmare lineup be? I don't know.
Yeah. Guys, I'm tired. This jet lag's kicking my ass. I'm telling you.
Remember when Beyonce did the flips in the air for Baby Boy in the I Am tour?
I mean, the I Am tour is just so wild. I love parts of it.
Danielle Ponder.
I would never have Mariah opening for anyone.
Gabrielle Porter or Danielle Ponder?
Who are these people?
I don't know. Steve, what are we talking about? Steve, what are we talking about? Is it not Mariah opening?
Benson Boone.
But like your it's not like what lineup would be realistic. It's like what lineup would, because mine that I'm thinking about are not realistic.
I know, but like maybe I would give co-headline. I'm not having Mariah.
That's
Carey
fine.
Open for anyone.
That's fine.
Benson Boone. That's funny. Happy 4th of July to those who celebrate. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's other years this country has done good things.
Happy I still live in a democracy for the time being.
We're teetering.
You know?
We're teetering.
Okay, to Matt's question, why aren't each of the Spice Girls named after a spice? The opportunity was right there. Give each a spice name, please.
This is gonna be a thinker for steel.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
All right, I gotta look up just like types of spices.
Yeah.
All right, and then just go with my gut. All right.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Yeah. So many weird songs from the pandemic. Sour Candy, Baby I'm Jealous with Doja. I don't know what Baby I'm Jealous with is. Benson Boone cookies taste like sad birthday cake from the grocery store. Hey, I will say there's some great birthday cakes from the grocery store as well. I love, a good vanilla cake from the grocery store always hits for me. Scary Spices paprika.
She did go on All That once, and they asked, "What is your favorite spice?" And Scary Spice did go paprika.
Did she? Okay.
And I think someone said nutmeg. And I think Baby said garlic. Yeah. Was watching your guys' signature song video. Would you guys say "Love Don't Cost a Thing" is J-Lo's? Either that or Waiting for Tonight.
Yeah, I think Waiting for Tonight, actually.
All right.
Okay. But I think people also think of her with Jenny from the Block, even though the song itself isn't like the song everyone thinks of, but like people think of that phrase.
They think of the phrase "Jenny from the Block." And I used to remember singing the chorus in middle school.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Yeah.
But
she used to have a little, now she has a lot.
No matter where I go, I know where I came from.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Let's do the thing. Okay, we're back.
We are back. It's true.
It's been a little while since Matt Palmer's given us instructions
on
things to do. Please tell the people what they need to do.
Guys, we love you so much. If you enjoy us, make sure to go to your Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating or review. And it's true, we only accept 5 stars, but it really helps us out. We love making the podcast. I want to make sure it reaches as many eyes or ears as possible. And you could have a part of that by going and giving us 5 stars. And also, we have a live show happening in New York City over Labor Day weekend this year. You can get your tickets now at 2gaymatslive.com. And even if you're not in the New York area, you can buy, digital tickets where you can watch us and live stream our performance on the night of the 30th of August. It's going to be so much fun, and we hope to see you all there.
Yes.
Yes. Matt Steele.
Yes.
What section of the podcast are
we are on Email My Heart, and
Yes.
this is the section that we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. So, question from Lauren. We were on the live stream talking about stadium tours, and,
Yes.
and we were like, oh, Lana has a stadium tour and everything, and Addison Rae is opening for her and everything.
Yeah.
And so Lauren asked, what is our nightmare stadium tour lineup and what is our dream stadium tour lineup?
Right.
Yeah. How do you have...
I mean, the nightmare, I think Grace wrote it in for me, and she's absolutely right. I would say a co-headliner of The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey is just something that would not interest me. It's just honestly a tour I could see happening. And like,
I wouldn't see that not happening. Yeah.
Sure, there are some edgy millennials who'd have a great time.
Well, the thing is also with I'm surprised Lana's doing stadium tours. It's not that she's not popular. It's just that her style doesn't lend itself to a stadium moment. Don't she want some intimacy?
Yeah.
She's not flying around a damn car.
Absolutely, she's not.
She is in one spot, I am sure, standing there.
Right.
Her eyes are probably closed.
I believe
she's probably
that.
fixing her hair occasionally.
Yes.
And she's just crooning it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So are you in the stadium just quietly listening?
Right.
Like you're not screaming?
I don't know.
You're like, because in stadiums, like you're chatting with people. Like,
Yes.
like it's a loud experience.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. But hey, if you want to pay that money, go for it. If she's
yes.
able to sell those tickets, good on fucking her.
Absolutely.
Like, amazing.
And then, of course, if I was to go to a concert, that was a dream, stadium. And it's like, does it have to be a stadium? Because I think my dream, I prefer an arena. I like to be a little bit closer. Like the stadium, it just gets a little wild.
Yeah.
But if I got a Mariah, Beyonce co-headline, maybe a TLC as our openers, I think that would be something that would change my life for good. Or maybe... Can we do can 3 people co-headline? Can it be? Of course, yeah. Janet, Mariah, Beyonce, TLC openers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, TLC opens for the queens.
Sure.
And TLC are queens as well, obviously.
Yes.
But, it's just been a longer time since they've released music.
But see, wouldn't it be more interesting if Janet, Mariah, Beyonce opened for TLC for a new album?
It would.
That's a huge. It's such a success. They have to do stadiums. Wouldn't that be a dream?
That would be a dream. I can't imagine Janet, Mariah, or Beyonce opening for anyone ever again.
Yes, bitch. That's why it is a dream.
Also, the openers have shorter sets. So, bitch, I would not like that.
Yes, but
bad idea. Your idea was bad.
But don't you want Mariah to relax?
No.
Have her sing a couple classics.
I want to hear
relax
all the songs
backstage.
No.
You want to hear all the songs?
I want to hear all the songs.
Would you rather have a concert of a bunch of Mariah songs, 20 songs, whatever,
yes.
set list, and no outside, or just opening for TLC, whatever, and she sings outside live, which she has never done? Which would you prefer?
20 songs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
really?
Really.
Your dream is different from mine.
It is.
Wow.
I want a Mariah show.
But you've already done a Mariah.
I would like more. I would be upset if she was opening for anyone, and I will not be upset.
In your dream.
I will not be upset in my dream.
I will not be having a bad dream. Okay.
What about you?
My nightmare stadium tour is a tour of various different college a cappella groups. Doing any form of classic.
You hating a cappella groups is maybe my favorite thing about you. It's so funny.
Yeah. I can't. And it's something that surprises everyone to this. They're like, oh, Matt Steele, this must be his aesthetic. And I'm like, absolutely not. Yeah, so that would be my nightmare stadium tour.
If they wanted the audience to participate.
Oh!
I'm trying to make it worse for you.
Whoa.
A flash mob proposal happens in the middle.
Absolutely
there are
not.
so many things that we could make this a terrible night
This is
for you.
my nightmare, guys. This is my nightmare.
I would love that.
Oh, man. 2011.
Sometime.
We were in dark times, okay? I understand we were all so happy because it was Obama era. Things were going great.
Yes.
And so but the entertainment was so happy.
It was very sincere.
It was yes.
Very
and look,
earnest.
I love sincere entertainment, but just that mishmash, that melding together is just not it's a combustible combination for me.
you.
So yeah, stadium tour of that is it would drive me insane. Dream stadium tour.
Yes.
Spice Girls are the openers.
Okay.
4, we recreate the entire Hey Mr. Producer Cameron McIntosh concert.
Oh.
That happened in 1998 or 1998, I believe, in London to celebrate Cameron McIntosh's work. All of the same big musical theater megastars come back to recreate their performances, and we recreate that entire concert in a stadium.
Okay.
Yes, and maybe if Carol Channing's still alive, she pops up somewhere.
Okay.
And so that is a dream stadium tour that I would
that.
spend thousands of dollars to see.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
so that is that.
You've already flown to London for the Spice Girls.
Spice Girls,
so
I did. I saw them in Wembley Stadium.
Yes. You would do it again.
If they announced a tour tomorrow, I'd be like, yep.
If there was a tour tomorrow, no posh.
I'd go.
You'd still go.
Sure, I'd go to that.
Go across the pond.
I already did it once. I'll do it again. Why not? Sure. Speaking of Spice Girls,
yes.
Isaac asked us, why are the Spice Girls not named after actual spices? Why are they not all named after actual spices?
Right.
Except, ginger obviously is named after a spice.
Yes.
So if you were to name each one after a spice, which would they each be?
Yes.
And I think that is a very fun question. I love this sort of game of essences.
Yes.
And so obviously, baby would be cinnamon. give it a little spice that's mixed with some sweeter things. I would say Mel C sporty would be horseradish.
Oh.
Just like a bold, strong, you can put it on a bunch of meat, like some that's like very active and very strong.
Yeah.
And just really that flavor overpowers, baby. Because whenever you're listening to a Spice Girl song and she's in there, you hear her.
Absolutely, you
hear her. I would say Mel B would be something like. I would say she would be garlic, just like kind of like big and juicy, and another flavor that really, really like not like overpowers a dish, but like really is the star of the dish.
For sure.
She was just there's something a little bolder about garlic than there is about horseradish or something like that. So it's a same idea as horseradish.
Yeah.
But like just like bolder in a certain way, which I think sort of is very Mel B.
Yeah.
We're keeping ginger.
Of
Why
course.
not? Like,
of course.
it feels like it just feels like her. It's tart. It's punchy. It's a little international.
Okay.
Like, she was the worldly one, you know.
Yes.
I mean, she's a ginger. I feel like ginger was the perfect name for her.
Makes sense.
Victoria, posh, salt.
Oh.
Just a simple, sleek, and she even says it in her interview where they ask her like 75 questions.
Yeah.
They're like, "What's your favorite spice?" And she goes, "Salt." And it's like, yes, absolutely, just salt,
Just
baby.
salt.
Sprinkle that fucking salt. So, Michelle, the Old Spice girl.
We don't need one for her.
Okay. All right, Michelle. I'll think about
right.
this. I've never met her, but
Yes.
I'm sure she'd be a little. Her problem was she wasn't spicy enough.
Oh, I see. So she doesn't get spice.
That's why she was. I think she left the group. I don't know how she left.
Were there 6 of them originally?
No, there were always 5. There was no Emma. They were formed as the group Touch, and there was Michelle, who was the 5th one, and apparently she didn't really fit in with the rest of the group. That like she didn't really have the energy, I guess, that the others brought or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if she left or whatever. But then they were like, last minute, we need someone like cute. More like cutesy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's this girl. She was a child actress, blonde hair. We need a blonde. Let's go. And then magic happened. And then all those spices mixed together to create the most delicious soup.
It's also wild to imagine the group without Baby Spice.
I know.
Because she's one of the stronger singers, I would say. And
everyone. And the thing was, people were like, Michelle was probably like the strongest singer, the best dancer, like out of all of them and everything.
Wow.
And so maybe also Michelle was just like, girl, I want to go solo. So, hey, do what you got to do, girl. Girl power.
Absolutely.
Rooting for if Michelle puts out an album, I'll listen to it.
Great.
Okay. So those were the email my heart.
Yes. Do you have a 2 gay minutes for this week?
You know I have a 2 gay minutes this week.
Do I know that?
You do, because everyone knows this is the last week of peace we will all be experiencing for the next 100 days.
But there's not even, is there even anything to talk about?
A little bit.
Okay, all right.
Because guys, on Thursday, it's time for a new season of Big Brother. And me being here today is proof that I did not make the cast this year again. And that's fine, because we can talk about it from afar.
Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah, there's not much to say, but I'm just going to say all the things we know so far.
Okay, 2 minutes. Here we go.
Okay, so the house was revealed. Everyone knew that this was going to be some sort of hotel murder mystery theme based on the promo that they were all releasing. The house was revealed. It is it was confirmed hotel stuff. They have bunk beds for the first time since season 1. Everyone's excited. Oh my God. I know no one seems to care but me, but whatever. Yes. It's very exciting. But there's also probably like it seems like they're going to do more things like twists. There's like little clues hidden there, maybe some secret passages and stuff, which they haven't done stuff like that in a while for Big Brother, and they really need to bring that back. Sometimes they would go overboard in the past doing that, and sometimes Survivor does stuff like that, and that became a little too much. But still, I missed it. We haven't had it in a while. Anyway, so there was a 5-second promo that premiered on CBS, and it showed 5 cast members. It just showed their faces saying, "I'm moving into the Big Brother house," and that is it. And within 15 minutes, the Big Brother fandom online found all of these people's social medias, what they were about. Who there was a girl named Ashley, who people were. There was some suspicion there was this woman named Marin, but I think it was confirmed that her name is Ashley. There's a Catherine. There's a Zach who has a mustache. I think that's like a new type that they're doing the past couple years.
Just
Zach
mustache?
Mustache.
Is that a type?
Mustache beanie, a little like hipstery. There's a guy named
45
Vince,
seconds left.
and there is an Isaiah who everyone thought was the gay choice for a while because he like bleached his hair. Apparently he was a cheerleader at some point, but then they were like, oh no, he's straight. He went to like BYU, so he's a Mormon of some kind, maybe, or maybe an ex-Mormon. We don't know, but he's apparently heterosexual heterosexual. We don't know who the gay is yet. We're already there, but there's also a mystery 17th house guest that they're touting. We don't know if this person is going to play in the game with them or if she's going to be like Ainsley last year. They said, oh, there's going to be a mystery house guest, this new house guest, and she ended up just being like an actress who was a part of the twist. So since it's murder mystery themed, we think that someone who Julie confirmed is a controversial choice is going into the house. They might play the game, or maybe since it's murder mystery themed, they will be like killed off in the first episode. They have to figure it out. It's a head of household competition. I don't know, but I'm very excited.
Very exciting.
Very excited.
2 minutes. So I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
It's going to take up so much time. Are you going to stop watching Survivor?
No.
While
I will still, because I got to do what I got to do. I got to plow out those next 9 Survivor seasons in like 6 months.
Yeah.
When I guess season 50 airs. I'm assuming it'll be like 6 or 7 months from now.
That's just a lot of TV. Because you just were saying all the stuff you have to do otherwise on top of it.
I know I'm a busy little bee.
You're very busy. So hope no one wants to hang out with Matt Steele socially because he is swamped. He is very swamped. Absolutely swamped.
Yeah, it's like the conspiracy theories of like what is happening in this season are just about like who the 17th mystery person is going to be. And they're all ridiculous. It's very fun. So I love Big Brother. I love the fandom. They're all insane.
Great.
All right. So Travis tracks.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So guys, this is a section of the podcast where we talk about the playlist that I made for my roommate, Travis. Because he doesn't know anything about pop music, and he's going through all the songs he should know.
As he should.
Chronologically. So we are into 2006, 2007 era.
Oh, okay.
I know. Good time. So next, and we are still a week. Travis he should have listened to 14 songs. He's only listened to 7.
It's fine.
So we're a little behind.
That's okay.
Tracks. Don't worry. So next song is Not Ready to Make Nice.
Oh!
By the Chicks.
I love this
Had
song.
to include it. I gave him the context of everything. But he listened to it and he said, I love their sound and they have amazing voices. It's just a little too sad for me. It's enjoyable, but I don't think I'll seek it out to listen to it again. Travis, as we've established, does not like
minor keys.
He doesn't like minor keys. He doesn't like ballads.
No.
He doesn't like emotional songs. He likes sexy.
Sexy, which means up-tempo.
Which means when we start getting into Taylor Swift, he might have a rough time.
Yes,
guys.
it's true.
Yes, but gave him the context of Not Ready to Make Nice, and he enjoyed it, and I was like, so does it make you want to listen again? And he's like, not really. But he liked it.
Okay.
And this one I'm proud of him for.
Yes.
Stars Are Blind by Paris Hilton.
Yes.
Honestly, liked it. Sexy. Kind of a throwback in a way.
I mean, that song is just, if it was a Gwen Stefani song, no one would have a problem with it. It's a great song.
It's a great song. Paris Hilton made a great album, guys. Okay.
She had a couple of songs. Let's not give safe full album.
I'll say most of that album I enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, all of it is sexy. And
Okay.
in Travis's eyes, that means it's great.
Yeah.
So this one, I was like, should I include this? But I was like, why not? It was such a moment in time. Every Time We Touch by Cascada.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just dance your
it's
heart
also, now we know, very much up Travis's alley, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, like, I need a Eurovision-esque, just blatantly, like, a European dance your face off. We know we recorded this and then sped it up after that, like, kind of track for Travis to listen to. And he says, okay, so this is interesting. You'd think I'd like it because it is sexy.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's unsettling and makes me anxious.
Oh.
So sorry about that.
Interesting.
I wonder if the fact that you can tell it's a little sped up.
Right. It's too up tempo.
Do you think it was?
I don't. I just think it's really fast.
It is really fast. Maybe that's why he finds it unsettling. It's like unnaturally fast.
It is.
Which, I don't know, makes it a classic to me. But I had to include this even though Travis has heard this. Umbrella
of course.
by Rihanna.
Of course.
He says, obviously heard this before. Totally enjoyable and fine. Too long though. And I'm like, what? Wait. Too long.
How long is it?
I don't know. It seems average.
4 minutes, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe he's just like, oh, maybe there's too much Jay-Z in there, like in the middle, sprinkled in there.
I have no notes for Umbrella.
I don't know.
I have nothing negative to say about it.
Another song where there should be no notes is Don't Stop the Music.
Yes.
By Rihanna. Yes. And Travis literally says, no notes.
Oh, perfect.
No notes.
Good for him.
Great, sexy, fun. It's Rihanna. Hello.
I mean, yes.
We're getting emotional here.
Uh-oh.
Sober by Kelly Clarkson.
He better like this.
And Travis did say to me, he said, when she started singing, immediately I felt like she was singing directly to me.
Wow.
Like, he was like, her vocal performance is so great in this. And he says it is a very beautiful song.
Yes.
Feels very vulnerable.
Yes.
But probably won't listen to it again. Travis needs to come around on these ballads. Okay.
He does.
So maybe with this journey, he'll grow.
Yes.
But then we get to, it's 2007. And we all remember what happened in 2007.
Lip gloss?
No, the lip gloss is not on there.
Oh, it should be.
It should be. Yeah, I didn't even think of lip gloss. Lip gloss should be on there.
Yes.
So, but no, Blackout came out.
Oh, of course.
Talking about needing the context to tell the story of someone's career.
Yes.
He just got to Give Me More, and he was just like, fucking sexy. I love it.
Good for you,
That's
Travis.
all you need to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and there's quite a few Blackout songs on this. So the next Travis tracks
are going to be mostly Blackout.
maybe. But I think I have like 5 Blackout songs on there.
It's a lot.
It is whatever. It's Blackout, guys.
Blackout's great.
Yeah. So those are Travis tracks for now. I have to say, I unfortunately do not have a Giving Me Moments.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Yeah. So Matt Palmer, is there anything that was giving you moments this week?
Yes, I have 2 things. Firstly, I just have to say the Switch 2 is wonderful.
Oh, I'm glad it's living up.
It's living up to my expectations, my hopes, my dreams for it. I played a lot of Mario Kart World in my travels because obviously I was traveling big long travel days, but also when I had not gotten my body had not adjusted to the new time zone. I was waking up early and not being able to go back to bed. I was like, well, might as well play some Mario Kart. I unlocked an entirely new course, which is like the new Grand Prix area special cup, which has like 4 new courses on it, including Rainbow Road, which is a classic that they've kind of brought back in new iterations ever since N64. And so I think when we finally play together, we're going to do special cup because I feel like you've got to see Rainbow Road because the one in this new Mario Kart World is like so brilliant and so beautiful and just like a fun place to be. I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Okay.
And also I really love the new knockout tour option, which is basically like you're playing the game and instead of like, oh, we're just gonna go through all the races and like you get whatever place you get and like that's the end, it's more like there are checkpoints throughout and it's like, okay, there are 24 people racing including you and the computers. If you have to be at the top 20 when you get to the first checkpoint, if you're 21 through 24 you get knocked out.
Okay.
And so that happens throughout and so it's like, oh god, now I have to be top 16.
I'll be 21 through 24.
We're not gonna play that one. We're gonna play Grand Prix where you can play
Grand
the whole
Prix.
time. Yes.
Okay.
But it's just another cool way to play. I just really love it, and I was able to transfer all of my Switch 1 games onto my Switch 2 pretty seamlessly, pretty easily before I went on my trip, and I was just so happy to have it on my trip. Made it wonderful. It made it just a lovely game to play. I'm getting used to Mario Kart World. Can't recommend it enough. And secondly, there was a lot of discussion before I left about what I'd be watching, in my travels. You said, I always watch new movies. There's so many movies you haven't seen. There's so much stuff you haven't seen. Don't you want to watch it? And I said, no, I don't.
No, okay. What old season of old show are we rehashing?
I have forgotten how perfect Insecure is.
Oh my God, Insecure again.
And I just must tell you, I just finished season 4. So I threw 1 through 4. 4 is the best season, in my opinion. That is the season where Issa and Molly have the big friendship breakup moment. And I just think the arc of that season is so incredible. You see Issa kind of start to get back with Lawrence and then the breakdown of all of that. There are spoilers here, but this show has been off for years. You should have caught up by now. As she and Lawrence are getting closer and she's finding herself in her work, she's like put on this block party. She and Lawrence are like kind of rekindling in their new versions of themselves, and at the very end you find out that he has gotten his previous girlfriend Condola pregnant and is going to be moving to San Francisco, and throws an entire wrench into Issa's plans of like, oh, we're going to have this life together and we're going to have babies together, and like your first baby will be my first baby, and like it just to see her heart break in this way is so hard, but beautiful.
That's a very specific plan. Your first baby will be my first baby.
That's what she wanted, but you kind of have seen it in previous seasons, like where they broke up. Like she had fantasies about like, oh, this is what would happen if we didn't break up, if you just turned around and proposed to me, and I would say yes, and like it just would be a beautiful thing, and it's just not going to be the way she dreamed it. And there's just so much great shit happens in 4. Molly has a great boyfriend who she kind of fucks it up with. It's kind of her fault.
Yeah.
But you're really rooting for them the entire time. And then the Issa and Molly fight is so interesting because like you truly see both of their sides, and it basically is just 2 friends who are still trying to, who like see earlier versions of their friend and like aren't really like acknowledging how they've evolved and how they've grown in the past 3 years, especially since we've been watching them. And they're always like, oh, you're just so messy. You're making all these bad decisions. It's like, no, I actually have thought about these decisions, and like, you're not respecting my evolution as a person. And so there's kind of no side to be on.
You're not respecting my evolution.
You're not seeing the current version of me. You're still you're kind of coming to me with these complaints that would be valid if this was 3 years ago, but you just aren't even seeing me now. It just is a beautiful, it's played beautifully, and it's written beautifully, shot beautifully. Every season is shot beautifully. Also, there's a season 3 episode where Nathan, who's Kendrick Sampson, who was on my list.
Yeah.
And it literally is like, I have never seen this movie, but it's like an episode of television. It's like, okay, what if these two characters had like a before sunset moment?
Ooh.
And the whole episode is just them talking and like getting to know each other and walking around the city. And
nice.
like, oh, it's so beautiful. There are episodes where it feels like, oh, this is like the Black Sex in the City. Let's talk about blowjobs and let's go to the sex toy show. And like, it just is like, fires on all cylinders. It is such a triumph. I was like thinking, like, could this show come back in some capacity? And like, I feel like Issa Rae and Amanda Seales, who plays Tiffany on the show, have had like a very big public falling out. So if it comes back, there would be no Tiffany, I imagine.
Okay.
But I would love to see this show come back again, because it just is like lightning in a bottle. I get you don't want to keep a show going forever because it gets bad, but like in the era of streaming television where each season is 8 to 10 episodes, it's hard when it's like, okay, we're wrapping it up. We're done with season 5, and like we've made the like less than, the like 41 episodes that we're gonna make, and I'm like, but there's so much more that could be told. And it's like season 5 is already like beginning to slump, so I understand you don't want to like beat a dead horse. But God, when it was good, it was great. And I want more. I grew up getting a lot of television from a show before it wrapped up. And this is an example of a show that I would like more of. And it doesn't exist. And it makes me sad.
I'm sure it exists in her head. Maybe.
I don't
like,
know
what would happen.
Does.
Well, I guess it didn't, because she was just like, okay, it's time to end it.
I don't want, but yes, maybe it could come back in the future someday. It just is great. And 4 is the best. And it's just, I can't recommend if you're looking for a rewatch. That was just a wonderful show, and I miss it every day. Miss it every day.
Well, you don't have to miss it, because you can just rewatch it.
I am in the middle of that.
Yeah. Look at that.
So I think that's. Oh, also I started Next Gen NYC, which is kind of the Housewives Kids show. It's not just Housewives Kids, but it's like these young, early 20s kids in New York finding themselves and like trying to make it. And I can't recommend it enough. It's also very good, very fun. It's like very light drama, except there's this one very problematic person named Charlie who like is just such an asshole, and he's like so mean to all the Housewives kids because he's like, I don't see like you guys are just like born and bred to do this like conflict thing, and he's just like and it's like, buddy, you're so mad that they're here, but like the show does not get greenlit without these Housewives kids on the show. So like, why are you being such a baby about it? He's also like a crypto bro who just gets like an allowance from his, like a $10,000 allowance from his dad every month. And like, he just sucks. But everyone else I'm very into, and it's a good show with like generally light drama that I'm very much enjoying. So I'm recommending Next Gen NYC for the Bravo watchers out there. Good show.
All right, great.
All right. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
I don't think so, guys. Okay. We're happy to have Matt Palmer back
here,
I'm happy to be back. And sound and on American soil.
Yes, I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Great. Oh, having trouble. Oh, girl, do you want me to do it? Oh my!
It's just a tiny little space where this mouse doesn't want to move.
You can use this next time. You can move it.
Oh, I don't want to disrupt the
You're
whole
not. No.
system.
It's fine. How are we doing? I'm excited for Wednesday. What's happening Wednesday?
Yeah, what's happening Wednesday?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Arias.
Palmer needs to watch the Before trilogy. Okay, I'd love to. I love a romance where they talk. Yes. Yeah, I would watch that. Georgia not washing her hands while forever having me look at her filth. I mean, yes. But again,
Georgia. She's
one of the Next Gen NYC kids. Oh. And she like went to the bathroom and didn't wash her hands and was like, well, I don't really believe in germs. But again, this is the kind of drama we're getting. Like, it's very low stakes. It's gross. Yeah. But it's low stakes. And that's fun for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Montrez excited for Big Brother. I mean,
the conspiracies were wild today.
So it's not going to be Rachel Riley then?
I don't know. No, okay. Janelle, because Julie said in an interview, I'm surprised this person was invited because they're a very controversial person. That was not confirmed an old Big Brother player. It could be someone else in the world that is controversial. And so but we're all like, oh, I hope it's another previous player. And Janelle posted today on Twitter. She's just like, I just tried calling Rachel like 10 times and she's not picking up. Like, what the hell? Like, how? Like, where is she and everything? And so people have discovered like the 5 people who they track down, like what their political leanings are and everything based on like literally nothing. It's
That's
like, this
wild.
person follows Obama, so things are looking up for this person, like stuff like
That's
that.
so funny.
But yeah, so Janelle was just like, I've called Rachel Riley's phone 10 times to chat about our next Big Brother cruise, and it goes right to voicemail. Did she seriously not tell me that she's going to be back into the Big Brother house? This woman tells me everything. And Brendan, Rachel's husband, replied on Twitter, haha, love these theories. I can attest Rachel's not in the house. We have been in Charleston, but just got back to Birmingham last night. I would have her get back on Twitter, but she's been locked out of her account for a year, and there's no tech support on here. But like, it's not like she's posting on Instagram really, and also Sharon Tharp, who's like a famous Big Brother commentator or whatever.
Yeah,
she's like, and she like knows some of the Big Brother people because she interviews them, and she's just like, talk to Rachel. She's in Greece, and it's like, is she in Greece or is she in Charleston?
Exactly.
And Brittany Haynes posted a picture of them two clearly photoshopped in Greece, just being
That's
like
funny.
thawing out in Greece, and it's like really funny because you can tell she's just trolling.
Of course.
So people are like, "Where's Rachel Riley?"
Yeah.
Her cameo is down. There's also a rumor that it's Vanessa from season 17, based on the like clues in the house. There's like a card with like a hat that Vanessa would always wear. Like there's a card underneath the hat as like part of the decoration. So people are trying to look for these Easter eggs. We'll likely not know. It'll likely be a disappointment how it'll play out, because Big Brother loves to give us a twist and then disappoint.
Right. You're like, oh.
But still, it's fun. We're at the point where we're having fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love that y'all are having fun.
Yeah. You couldn't figure out the gay one?
Well, they haven't shown pictures of everybody.
Yeah,
right?
there's only been 5 people who've been revealed so far.
Yeah.
And some people have been like, what if there is no gay one this season? Because there's not always a lesbian, but the only season where there's not a gay guy are seasons 1 and seasons 4. Season 4 happened 22 years ago. So
wild.
If there was no gay contestant, then that would be a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're going to go. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week for more.
Bye, guys.
The podcast.
You're the best.
We love ya. Bye.